So today I would like to talk about a very small attitude shift that will vastly improve every single area of your life, which I know is a massive claim, but it's also correct, so keep on listening. So we live at a time now where everybody is vying for our attention. My cat currently is wanting my attention right under the camera there. If you go on your phone, Instagram wants your attention. I want your attention as you're watching this video. Your teachers want your attention. Your family, your boss, the adverts on the television. Everybody wants your attention. Your attention is a commodity. People literally sell your attention. You know, that's what selling adverts is. You have an audience, or a TV show has an audience, and they want to borrow some of that audience's attention and head it towards your product or your company or whatever it is that you're trying to focus people's attention towards. Attention is more important and more competitive than it ever has been. The thing is, we're very used to the concept of paying money. We know that and we understand that well, but paying attention is almost like a turn of phrase. But the thing is, attention is a finite resource. It is energy. Our attention is limited and everybody wants it. Everybody wants our attention and we only have so much to go around. Armin is playing with a receipt. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Our capacity for attention is limited. And yes, so is time. And I think we're a lot more used to thinking of time as a limited resource. But the difference between time and attention is that you can spend hours and hours and hours on something or with someone, and it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make great strides in that area. So I am a big fan of spending many hours on a project, but they're distracted hours where I'm not really doing what I should be doing, or sometimes Charles and I will spend lots and lots of time together, but it's not necessarily quality time because we'll be on our phones, we'll be watching TV, watching a film, or we are spending time together, but we're not spending attention on each other. I'm not spending attention on the things that I'm trying to actually improve. If you want to do better at your project or get better at a skill or improve your relationships, to be honest, it doesn't matter what it is. Whatever it is that you are trying to achieve, you might be thinking that you need to spend more time on it. And that's not necessarily wrong. But the more important thing to be spending is attention. Whatever you invest your attention into, that's what's going to improve. You're going to improve your relationships if you genuinely pay attention to someone. You're going to improve your skills. This is one of the things, Charles and I were music teachers and we talk about this a lot. The big difference between just playing through something, like just spending time at the piano, going from the beginning of a piece to the end of the piece, just playing through it, and actual practicing. Practicing is very different to playing because practicing is repetitive. It is focused attention on small areas. It's a completely different mindset to just playing through something. And I think the same is very true for life. If you can start seeing attention as a limited resource and start investing it, like genuinely investing it in areas that you want to see excel, you're going to see results. And I also just really quickly want to talk about the concept of wasting time is something we talk about a lot. That was a waste of time. And so on. I think that's the main usage. But there's also the concept of wasting attention. So as I said, there's lots and lots of people, things, companies, businesses, products who want your attention. And there is such a thing as a waste of attention. You can't get that attention back. And that's attention you could be spending on your loved ones, on your goals, on anything it is that you are trying to achieve. I like to think of it as attention is like water or plant food or something, some sort of sustenance for plants. And if you imagine your garden, you've got your roses that you're trying to grow, and some tulips and some, oh my god, I can't think of chrysanthemums. I can't think of any of the flowers right now. But say you've got all of these lovely, lovely flowers and that you're trying to grow, you're trying to make a beautiful garden. And you've also got some weeds. You can imagine your attention as a nice big bucket of plant food and water. And when you go out into your garden, if you want to make your garden beautiful and colourful, you need to make sure you water the chrysanthemums, tulips and roses. I think they were the three I said. However, if you water the weeds instead, then the areas of your life, the plants that you are trying to grow will suffer and the weeds will bloom. And that's not That's not what we want. So in this analogy in my head, the weeds are like scrolling through Instagram, watching crap on the telly that isn't benefiting you in any way. I don't know, they're my main ones, I think. So just general, anything that involves just incessant scrolling. Shopping, I would say, maybe in some level. Shopping isn't inherently bad, but I think I had a bit of a problem for a while, so I think I would definitely describe that as water weeding, other way around, weeding water. That didn't make sense either. Watering the weeds. English is hard. So imagine your attention as a finite resource. Imagine it as a nice watering can full of plant food and water, and think about what is it that you are actually trying to see bloom. There we go, continuing the analogy there. What is it that you actually want to accomplish? And it doesn't have to be some sort of big goal, or you want to earn £1 million or whatever. It can just be like, I want to improve my relationship with my mother, or I want to be a better listener. I want to make people feel more comfortable around me. I genuinely, like, the more I think about it, the more I realize I am right when I say that focused attention in any area, whether it's a person or a project or a skill, is going to improve it massively. And it's very different to spending time, because time can be frittered away. Whereas if you imagine your attention or your capacity for focus as the limited resource, everything just becomes a little bit clearer. And the good thing about attention and focus is that it is something you can practice doing. I'm currently trying to practice being focused and paying attention, but it's difficult because of phones. I am very aware that my phone is calling for me, and so I've been putting it in drawers and locking it away, trying not to look at it, put it on airplane mode. It's a godsend, airplane mode, love that. There's also an app called Forest that I really like, where I don't know how exactly it works, but the general theme is that you can plant real trees by not going on your phone for a certain amount of time. They'll explain it better if you just Google Forest app. I'm sure there'll be, but I'll just put it up here. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Forest app. So to conclude, if you can start trying to see your attention as a finite resource that everybody is vying for, but you get to choose how you spend it, you will see big improvements in your life. You just need to figure out which areas exactly you would like to focus on. What in your life are your chrysanthemums, roses, and tulips? So thank you very much for watching, and thank you so much for spending not only your time, but your attention with me, because it's a very valuable, finite resource that everybody is vying for, including me. But I hope that you got something out of that. My aim is, in exchange for your attention, I want you to get something. So hopefully that was a thing worth having. But let me know in the comments, was it a thing worth having? Have I just wasted 10 minutes of your life? Let me know. And I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Roll up, let me embed a story that you'll never forget. A drip, drip, drowning in debt now. You can't buy your way out. And I heard you